What's up, guys? It's your boy, Nick M. Whittier here. It's Sunday, December 17th. A little bit behind on my vlogs. I'm going to talk about the movie Coco today. It's supposed to be Film Friday, but I was pretty sick. And I also went to a Melee tournament, so I didn't quite have time on Friday. So, okay, let me talk about movies and animated movies specifically as a preface. So, I don't like animated movies. I feel like every time an animated movie comes out, everybody says how it's so great, and they cried and they got so emotional, and it was just like an amazing flick. So I usually avoid animated movies because people hype them up, and then I'm extremely underwhelmed, and then I'm like, that really wasn't that great. I don't know why people liked it. So here are animated movies that I've liked in my life: Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan's pretty good. Haven't seen Pocahontas, but I'm trying to see that sometimes. I hear that one's pretty good. And I liked Toy Story. And the last one I liked was Big Hero 6. I'm not sure if I can remember any other animated movies in my whole life that I've liked. So, okay, there's one thing that's true about a lot of movies that people like, which is a lot of times I just feel like they're just kids movies, and they don't have any depth. They just have obvious cheap humor, and it's just that really wasn't that clever or funny or amazing. It was just some stupid childish shit that any idiot could have written, and maybe there's some cute endearing voice actors, or for instance Ellen DeGeneres in Finding Nemo. There's some cute stuff. It's not bad, but it just doesn't really hit home with me. So yeah, an example of a movie that people seem to really like that I wasn't really on board with was the movie Up. So Up had the most beautiful first 5 minutes of any movie I've ever seen. I don't remember specifically, but I would wager that I probably shed a tear or two at the end of that intro, and then the movie just went downhill from there. I just think seriously, the movie was great, and everyone said it was great at first, everybody said the movie was great, and it was great at first, as in the first 5 minutes, and then I just felt after that the movie sucked. The little kid was fucking annoying and stupid, not really cute. The old guy was just a grumpy old guy, whatever. The villain was really uninteresting, not very cool at all, and to be honest, pretty obvious, even though it was the kid's hero. And I do think I like the voice actor for the villain. I think it's let me look that up. Actually, I forget the guy's name. I think it's James Cromwell. Actually, no, wait, that was the guy in fucking Big Hero 6. God damn it. Let me see if there was a voice actor that I really liked. Okay, now Christopher Plummer. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't who I thought it was. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I didn't really like that movie, and I really didn't like all the stupid fucking dog jokes. There were so many cheap, stupid dog jokes that weren't funny at all. Big Hero 6 I really liked. It was endearing, it was entertaining, and the voice actor of the villain, James Cromwell, I'm a big fan of that guy. He's an amazing actor. So yeah, I really like that one. But that was pretty much the last one I saw, because I just haven't been feeling animated movies since then. I keep thinking about man, people keep saying these movies are great, and I think they suck. So I have been hearing such good things about Coco, reading all these tweets from Melee players about how much they cried and shit. And actually no, I was wrong, by the way. Last year, Dewan and I saw Finding Dory, and we both thought it was awful. And I was actually quite triggered with the audience's reactions, because there were pretty much every time anything happened, there would be people just dying from laughter, and I was like, this isn't funny at all. This isn't remotely funny. And yeah, I would also say I wasn't going into the movie trying to be critical. I was actually trying to be open-minded and down to see whatever. So yeah, that left a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, so Coco, yeah, everyone had been saying it's so good, and I finally saw it, and I agree, it was actually really, really good. So there's a number of reasons I like it. First of all, as somebody who's a musician and comes from a musical family, I really like that music is part of the plot. Music is an easy thing to make a good plot point in movies, because the movies are all going to have music anyway as part of the soundtrack. If it's Disney or whatever. So I'm not actually quite clear on the relationship between Disney and Pixar. I feel like Disney owns Pixar now, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they own DreamWorks or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of those movies are actual like musicals, so it makes sense for the songs that the characters sing to actually be part of the plot, which was awesome. I really liked the scene where the kid sang in front of the crowd for the first time, sang "Poco Loco," so that was really cute, and I thought it was really respectful. I'm not Hispanic, but I thought it was really respectful of like Hispanic culture. I didn't feel like there's cultural appropriation going on or whatever. It seems like a lot of like Latin American kids were like bawling in the theater and just like having the times of their lives. Like they had never had a movie where they were the demographic that was featured. And I speak a little Spanish. I took Spanish in high school, and I wouldn't say I was good at it, but I have a pretty good memory. So it was nice to like be able to understand a lot of little things in Spanish, and it's also cool just to see those things in like real life or whatever. See like people actually saying the shit I learned outside of a classroom, because I've only really used Spanish in a classroom, and also hanging out with some friends from Spain. So yeah, I really liked it, and I definitely would recommend that everybody see it. I think it was really cute. I definitely shed a tear or two. I also thought the plot wasn't as contrived as a lot of other animated movies. Like, so I won't be too spoilery, but for one thing, so the movie takes place on Dia de los Muertos, which is a Day of the Dead, and that ends up being like a big part of the plot. And I thought that this was really cool. I really liked how they ran with this. Ran with this whole thing, because I didn't really know where the movie was going at first, and yeah, I was actually pretty surprised with the direction the movie went, which was good, right? Because I feel like a lot of these other movies, anime movies, are just like, really contrived and like derivative shit. So like I feel like I've seen it and I know exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, but this movie wasn't that way. I also liked the animation. I thought the characters were pretty cute, and a lot of times I'm pretty critical of animation, but somehow they managed to like make a lot of the characters cute despite having really weird proportions, where they'd have like baby proportions, where like they'd have really giant heads and like really big eyes. So yeah, I was kind of surprised that this didn't weird me out and that I really liked it. But like the main character, the main boy, I actually can't believe I don't remember his name, but I thought he was super cute. I think his name was Miguel. So yeah, Miguel was really cute, and the movie just had a lot of touching moments too. Like, again, I'm trying not to have any spoilers, but I'm not the most sentimental person. I I have my touchy side or whatever. I can be tender sometimes, but I'm definitely not the most sentimental person. And this movie had a lot of scenes that I thought were pretty sentimental. I'm also usually not. I'm not that much of like a family person in general in life. More of like an individualistic kind of guy. So a lot of times, like family movies, kind of don't rub me the right way because they have unconditional love from your family is such a strong theme. But this movie did a really good job, I think, like illustrating both the good and bad sides of family, and the stubbornness that can be in families as well. So I really liked that aspect of it as well. And I don't have like a giant family. My family lineage is not like a big part of my existence. We don't take like an extraordinary amount of pride in the people we've descended from in my family. And in this movie, they definitely had their like extended family tree, and I thought they did a really good job, like I guess showing what big families are probably like. Again, I don't live in a huge family. I'm not 100% sure what it's like, but a lot of my friends seem to tell me about situations like this. And overall, I just thought, yeah, it did a really like earnest job representing a lot of things about the world and society. And obviously, in some ways, it was a little bit shallow. It is a children's movie, but overall, it was a great watch. One final note. So I went to see it with a friend, and I was a little bit disappointed there was no short before the movie, because I would say I've actually really consistently enjoyed the shorts before Pixar movies, and that's actually probably been the one thing that I've like always liked about them. It turns out that there was a short, and it was just like the worst thing ever, and the reaction to it was so bad that they just had to get rid of it, because like it was like a really long short, so it wasn't like really a short at all, and it just sucked, and everyone hated it. I think it had to do with Frozen, um, which I've not seen, and yeah, it turns out I'm really glad that I didn't see the movie sooner, because I got to dodge this experience. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely give Coco a peep. Lots of other movies out there are good too. Saw Disaster Artist, that was good. Haven't seen Star Wars yet. Murder on Orient Express was pretty good. Thor and Justice League were both decent movies. Justice League a little bit better than I expected. Maybe I'll do my next movie when talking about Justice League and how a lot of people hated it, but I thought it was pretty decent. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, one more thing. I should plug this. Oh, do I? No, hold on. All right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, if you don't know, MoviePass is an awesome thing. So yeah, well, I guess you could probably freeze it and steal my number, but I don't think the MoviePass number on the card actually does anything whatsoever. But anyway, MoviePass. So these let you get into as many movies as you want a month, or one movie a day at least. So I guess 30 movies a month, and they're fucking great. They actually cost less than going to one movie. So yeah, you guys should definitely get a MoviePass. It's awesome. Definitely a big movie guy myself. So yeah, give Coco a peep. Get a MoviePass. Probably talk about Star Wars or Justice League next week. Anyway, it's Nick M. Whittier. Hope you liked listening to me rant about Coco.